Water management. It's a very important factor in protecting our environment. Improper water management can lead to drastic reduction in our water sources, pollution in the water system, soil infertility, soil erosion, and total destruction of our natural ecosystem. Water, once an abundant resource, has today become a very expensive commodity owing to overusage, droughts, and improper management. Water management is the activity of planning, developing, distributing, and managing our natural water resources. Friends, this is Only Green, and Only Green is all about making our world a greener place. Today we have with us Mr. JP Premlal, who is a chartered engineer and also an expert in the field of water management, introducing this topic of water management to us and also explaining in detail about water conservation. If you have any queries on this topic, please post in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss anything. Thank you, and over to Mr. JP Premlal.
A topic that is so hot these days. The government establishing projects that take endless time to materialize. Green warriors, our so-called environmentalists, who keep talking endlessly, spreading the message, though with no action or any follow-up plans. The public not ready to let go of their negligence towards water, or the habits that pollute the water bodies, continue to live, showing no concern towards the bad truth that water scarcity is looming large ahead of us. The population explosion, rising urbanization, coupled with changing lifestyles, is creating a crisis situation in the water sector. I'm JP Premlal, Chartered Engineer and Principal Consultant for Waterman. We are into total water management and also provide water and environmental solutions. The topic today is water conservation. Water is the elixir of life for all living things. It is one of the most essential ingredients to sustain life. We know that water exists as surface water, groundwater, and water vapor on Earth. Only 3% of water on Earth is fresh water, and from it, 0.5% is available for drinking and other demands of potable water. And most of it, in many areas, it is polluted and not fit for consumption. Well, Kerala state has multiple rivers, backwaters, ponds and wells that is the source of water. Could that be the reason why some people still can't help but wonder, why should we conserve water? Our available water supply is finite. That means we do not have an endless amount of water. Hence, water conservation, like water recharging, water recycling, water preservation, water saving, groundwater harvesting, rainwater harvesting, water recycling, water reuse, all in its own way is gaining prominence in a slow manner, whereas it has to be done on a war footing. So what is water conservation? Water conservation refers to the preservation, control, and development of water resources, both surface and groundwater, and also to the prevention of pollution. Water conservation is also the practice of using water effectively to reduce unnecessary wastage of water usage. Water conservation also includes all the policies, strategies, and activities to sustainably manage the natural resource of fresh water, to protect the hydrosphere, and to meet the current and future demands of humans and other living things. This is mostly done by the government and its agencies. So, as individuals, what can we do to help in water conservation? There is something that is called domestic water conservation. Households use water for drinking, washing, air conditioning, gardening, landscaping, etc. Due to the rising water demand and the dwindling freshwater supplies, domestic water conservation is an urgent need of the hour. Pressure reducing valves can be used to lessen the force and amount of water that flows into the house, and one can use water saving appurtenances all around in the fittings that provide water. So, how does water conservation help the environment? Using water saving techniques, you can save money. At the same time, it diverts less water from our rivers and ponds and helps keep the environment healthy. It can also reduce water and wastewater treatment costs and the amount of energy used to treat, pump, and heat water. So, why and how it is important to conserve water today? Due to the climate change and overexploitation of groundwater, we are seeing many dried up wells and ponds leading to severe water shortages. Conserving water is important because it keeps water pure and clean while protecting the environment. Conserving water means using our water supply wisely and to be responsible for it. And as every individual depends on water for living, we must learn how to keep our limited supply of water pure and away from pollution for future use. We believe in conservation not only because it protects native plants, birds, and animals, but also because it protects us humans in a big way. After all, you simply can't stay in an unhealthy environment. By acting now to preserve and protect water, our natural resource, and by preventing its extinction, we can secure a better future for all. It also helps to prepare for future droughts, to guard against rising and potential conflicts, to preserve the ecosystem, to make available for household use and recreational purposes, and above all, it helps to strengthen communities. With growing population rates and such a small percentage of all the water on earth fit for consumption, it only makes sense that we must preserve and conserve this precious water resource. Water conservation requires much forethought and a great effort, but every little bit helps. Don't think that what you do does not matter. We can all make changes in our lifestyles to reduce our water usage. The trick is making water conservation a way of life, not just something that we think once in a while. More on the subject and rainwater harvesting, water generators that make water from air, water treatment, wastewater treatment, water recycling, and reuse will be on talk later.